Hello, and welcome to another installment of your programming for this life-saving transmission you all need to hear. This is the Simp to Pimp podcast, episode 3, and let's just get right into it. I have a lot of great news coming up. Top of the hour, we got our new sponsor. We got a sponsor for the show we need to talk about. We need to bring them on. That comes on in about the 5-minute mark. You don't want to miss that. And we have some new housekeeping notes. We're going to have a announcement for the special guest. It's coming a few episodes down the line. And then we also have a name I've come up with for our audience, for our listeners, for you simpers out there. We're going to have a few different nicknames, but I'm running with a few interesting names I'm thinking about. So that's all coming up in this episode. We have obviously the reading to get to and the lesson of the day. A few notes for all you simps out there looking to be pimps. We have it all. We have it all here. I guess I'll get right into it. We're going back to the same book that we started with because I feel like I might have gone too fast for you guys. Might have done an advanced lesson at such an early stage in your development still. So we're going back to the basics, to the knower, the all-knowing census. Here it is, a reading from the all-knowing census according to Dr. Black Phillip. The best relationship in the world is when the woman loves a man and the man likes her. You see, women are sex-able and not likable, but men are likable and not sex-able. Gosh, that guy's a fucking genius. Okay. You see, what Dr. Black Phillip's talking about here with his degree is the difference. There is a difference between women and men. And in this section, we're going to just dive into this. There's differences. We can start with the differences. Here we go. Let's just list out what women are better, just naturally better at than men. And then we'll go do the vice versa, what men are naturally better at than women. Let's just read down the list here. Women are naturally just better at sex, and that's it. So then men are just naturally better than women at athletics, leadership, the arts, cooler, relaxing, lifting, funnier, driving, flying to the moon, just basic stuff we're trying to think of. Like, this is off the top of my head, obviously. There's a few others that I'm sure I'm missing. But, so those are the main differences. And when you see that with this, with the hierarchy, you see that women need to be the one that loves the man because they're just better at it. They need to love a man, and men are these likable creatures anyways. They can just be liked and have more things to rely on than their female counterparts. Men just need to find out some other way to be interested in the women. Because once the women find out that men are just only interested in the sex that they're getting, they're not going to get... The women are going to use that to manipulate you into whatever way they can, as anybody with any sort of brain can catch on to, that you're just only there for one or two different things. So it's all this mix-up you have to sort of implement into your game that you're going into. Of course, these are only the best relationships, and you can't really get that if you're just going to play simp the whole time. You're going to be playing simp, adhering to all of her needs and paying for all of her shit, getting her to frickin' peg you in the ass if she fucking feels like it, because you think she fucking will feel better, and maybe you'll get your dick wet after like a month. It's all part of manipulating you, destroying you, and humiliating you till you lose all sorts of control. And eventually, you're just labeled. You got a tattoo on your ass that says, "I'm fucking owned by women, and she pegs me." This is another point. Women, if they ruled the world like they always seem to brag about, they would have dildos on their face. And they would just walk around with these dildos on their face, fucking every single dude that's ready to simp over and die. For these girls, let's go back to the notes. That was a little bit of an off track there. If women had it how they wanted, you'd have a simp that's asking if he's allowed to touch her ass when they're having sex because he's so afraid. You're staying afraid of these girls that all they want to do is throw your fucking head into the mud and have you like fucking begging for fucking mercy. And now a word from our sponsors. As you know, here at Simp to Pimp, we only accept the finest top-of-the-line companies. We're not out here picking run-of-the-mill companies to represent us. We're very careful in our selection, and we hope they feel the same. That is why, as for our first choice, after turning down many other companies until we finally felt comfortable, we chose OnlyFans. If you're looking for a startup business by recording some new toy reviews online, go throw some stank out to the internet and see what catches. Need more pictures of your ass on the internet? This is the perfect place. OnlyFans, because there isn't enough pussy on your phone right now. Wait, what? This is how they would completely dismantle you. If they don't have this straight, raw dog, monkey, animalistic sex that every single girl is begging for, they're gonna freaking cheat on you they're gonna fucking cheat on you like a goddamn hyena looking at Scar in the distance, realizing that he's a piece of shit. They're gonna cheat on you like little freaking hyenas looking at their young. Another thing, hyenas are actually ran by a female hierarchy. That is a matriarchy over there in the female paradigm of hyenas. They actually have, the females are actually bigger, and they have bigger brains, and they're just bigger fucking beings than the hyenas. And you know what happens to them? They have fucking fake penises to go fuck their men because the men don't know how to fucking act right. Is that the world that you're looking to into the future? Is that why we need to be simping more? Okay, let's get serious now. Women have this sexability about them. This sexy thing that they just know, this aura that they know how to put off. It's why they're so marketable. It's why they're all over the internet. It's why all these ads, all these commercials involve such incredibly intrinsic women that have intrinsic values and are just intrinsic in nature. And men find this insightful to them. They want to get into it with these beings, these magical, majestical creatures. And that's why we have to be the likable, the fun-loving, and you do have to find in a relationship something to like about them. You can't just pick, as Dr. Black Phillip was saying. Of course, you can just like them for how good they are at sex, but you're not going to know that if they're withholding it from you, if they're going to make you keep edging you on. Oh yeah, next time. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want you to realize that I don't know how to do shit. So I need you to stay with me for another 2 months, you know? I need more of your time wasted. And if you go talk to anybody else while this is happening, you're cheating and you're a liar and you're a piece of shit. It's a way to just dig into you. Dig into your soul. Corrupt you. It's an art. They're getting better. They're certainly learning what manipulates and what doesn't, and they're getting closer. They're sharpening their tools as much as we are sharpening ours. It's all part of the process. And you know, it's all to take away. I just want you guys to take something away from today's lesson and really hone in on your skills. Use this time to concentrate, meditate, and be above these cocksucking whores that all they're thinking about is how to put your fucking face into their ass and make sure you don't come. Good night, gentlemen. And the name I'm giving this podcast and its listeners is The Resistance. Join, and you too will be free. You'll be part of the fighting for freedom people. Good night, and good luck.